Hi folks, and welcome back to Math with Captain Rod. I'm making this video here to be an introductory video into sigma notation. So we're going to look at a couple of these examples here. This first one here is number 4 in the current calc textbook that we're using here. And what this reads, it reads the sum from k equals 1 to 5 of sine of k pi. All right, so this symbol right here is what's referred to as a summation symbol, and it reads sum. The k is what's called an index or a dummy variable. And then, here's some sort of formula here. So here's what this means. You start at your bottom, which is k equals 1. So I'm going to write this out. Sine of 1 times pi. Okay, plus, because again, this means sum. Then k goes to 2. So the next term is going to read sine of 2 pi. All right, and again, this means sum. So plus, k goes to 3. Sine of 3 pi. And I'm going to keep going with this. Sine of 4 pi plus sine of 5 pi. So what the sigma notation allows us to do is take something like this and conceivably quite a bit longer. In fact, we'll see examples later where this sum is actually infinitely long, and to write it in a nice compact form. Now to finish up this example here, sine of pi is 0, sine of 2 pi is 0, sine of 3 pi is 0, 0, 0. These are all zeros, so I'm just going to put a 0 and move on to the next one. All right, this example in the bottom, I'm going to move this up a little higher here. All right. So similar type of example. This reads the sum from k equals 1 to 4 of minus 1 to the k cosine pi k. And let's see what we get when we work this thing out. So you start by putting in the bottom of your index here, k equals 1. So that's going to be negative 1 times cosine of pi. If k is 1, and I'll go ahead and write out the rest of the terms, plus, then k would go to 2. So that's going to be negative 1 squared times the cosine of 2 pi plus, then k would go to 3, negative 1 to the third times cosine of 3 pi plus, and then k goes to 4, negative 1 to the fourth times cosine of 4 pi. So the important thing about the sigma notation is being able to expand this out. And let's see what we get here. Negative 1, cosine of pi is negative 1, so this term is plus 1. Let's see, that's a plus 1. Cosine of 2 pi is 1, so that's another 1. Let's see, that's a minus 1. Cosine of 3 pi is minus 1, so that's going to end up being plus 1. Again, that's for that term right there. And the last term, let's see, that's going to be a plus 1. Cosine of 4 pi also plus 1. So every one of these terms, it looks like, is a plus 1. And then let's add them, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this sum is equal to 4. So again, this is just meant to be an introductory video into sigma notation. Again, this reads sum. The k is called an index or dummy variable. And this reads the sum from k equals 1 to 5 of whatever this formula is. You just typically write it out. Sometimes you'll get a numerical value here. You can also get formulas out of this. And I'll provide another video that provides examples of that. So I think that's probably good enough for now. I hope that this video is a successful introduction to sigma notation. Have a great day.